Hi everyone, I'm John Graydon. This is a fascinating subject. If someone is trying to put you into the trunk of a car, that means they want to take you to a secondary location. The reason they want to do that is because what they plan to do to you there, they can't do right here. So you got to fight like crazy to make sure that doesn't happen. You never allow yourself to be taken to a second location. My partner Chris Sutton, the best self-defense instructor I've ever seen, is going to talk to you in more detail about preventing yourself from being put into the trunk and then how to escape from that trunk. And then we'll see some real life examples. So here we go. Chris Sutton, how to escape the trunk of a car.
I'm going to tell you a story that relates to being put in a trunk that has nothing to do with being put in a trunk, and you'll understand what that means. I was fishing one time, and I caught something really big. I didn't know what it was. I was hoping it was a grouper, something we could eat. It ended up being a really big shark. We had a great idea. Let's get it on board, okay? As soon as it was on board, the first thing everyone was screaming was, "Get it off the boat! Get it off the boat!" It was wrecking stuff. Things were flying everywhere. Seat cushions were going everywhere. His scales were enough to mess up everything on the boat. And we grabbed him by his tail and all of us threw him off the boat. That's you. You're the shark. They're the fishermen. You get put in the trunk as a Cobra student, first thing you do is you fight till the end to not get put in the trunk. You sacrifice a limb. Stick a leg out. Stick a leg out and hook that toe while he's trying to close it. Create opportunity. Buy time. Go to your back and see how big or how strong your lower body is and put your feet in the air. Let him try to close the trunk on you. If you have a purse, sling it out of the trunk and hold on to it. All right? Because it cannot close appropriately. So we want to go all the way up to not letting the trunk close. Not getting there in the first place. Fighting before I get put in the trunk. Okay, I'm actually being lifted up. Being put in the trunk doesn't happen as often as you think. However, it can if you are bound and gagged by several men and you're thrown in there. But bounding and gagging takes time. If you are a Cobra student and you put yourself in a position where that happens, I'm disappointed in you. Okay? So let's hope that never happens. Let's just say it's get in the trunk or I'll shoot you. All right? If you haven't had your firearms training, you haven't gone that route yet, you don't know how to take a weapon, that might be something you'll do. And we'll flash to what happens inside the trunk. But can you imagine being put in that trunk and he goes to close it and all he sees is sneakers going up and he can't do it? Do you think with all the might you have and all the adrenaline that you can muster that you can keep doing that for a while? I think you can. I think you can put an arm out, let it you can crawl out, you can put up a fight, you can be that shark in the boat that doesn't want to be caught. Boom, it shuts. Brake lights have their own housing. Focus on the brake lights with your feet. Kicking, kicking, kicking. You're not going to be able to squeeze out of there. I'm driving as the bad guy thinking, oh my God, what is going on in there? Okay, she's causing a scene. There are people behind most cars, right? So you're getting the bad guy's attention, he's kind of all over the road, and his brake lights are flying out. Because they're not hard to push out. There's a housing and they actually will come out. And you can force them out. You can break the bulbs. If it's at night, that's to your advantage. So you're kicking that way. You're kicking against the back seats. Some of the back seats will actually lay down. You're putting them on notice that he's got a fighter. You're also looking in the trunk for weapons. I don't know about you, but every one of you have junk in your trunk. But you do! In the bed of my truck, did anyone do any profiling out there? What do I have in the bed of my truck? Real quick. A what? No, I don't have an umbrella. You have 5 seconds and I will give you a free shirt. 3, 2, 1. I have what? In the bed of my truck.
Oh, in the bed.
That's my trunk. I have no toolbox, you're guessing. I had fishing poles, a bait bucket. This was back there after I drive around on my boat. I like to lube everything up. You find something like this in the trunk, go ahead, open it. You have to open it to get to me. Go ahead, open it. You're in the trunk and you're being transported alive. To get to you, is he going to shoot through the trunk? You have to be alive when he opens it. Am I right?
Yes.
Don't disagree with me. He's going to open it. Oh, good. I can find. Oh, you're tired. You're asleep. No, you're armed. That trunk's going to have it. Now, he's a criminal. Okay? So it's not one piece of carpet with a tire. You can find something in the trunk. While you're beating those brake lights down, something falls off, you use it. You look and search in your pockets and you look for keys. You take your necklace off, you use it for a choking device. Men, take your shirt off, and you pop out of there like that guy on The Hangover. They got him. It's funny, but guess what? You've been put in a place where you have a tactical advantage. You're going to surround me with weapons. Give me time to think. Allow me to make a 911 call while I'm in the trunk. Hey, I have been abducted. It was a black car. I don't know where I'm going, but you better get every unit on the road now. I'm alive and I got a signal. I'm looking for weapons, and I'm telling you, when this thing opens up, I'm going after him. I want to see one of you here when you get here. There's crowbars, chains. What else did I have in the back? Some of you guys wanted to key on. What was in the back of my car? Cables, jumper cables. Heavy-ended whipping device. How to him to keep this charade up. Okay? You're obviously being taken somewhere because he wants more than your watch. Either he wants to kill you because you were driving a Ferrari and I gotta get rid of you. I can't do it on 19. I gotta find some woods. I gotta get you there. I don't wanna hold, you're too big of a guy. I gotta shoot you out in the woods. I gotta keep you alive for a minute. Or I gotta take you somewhere and do something special with you. We're gonna go on our first date, okay? But I gotta keep you alive to do it until I'm done. That's the mentality. That's the bad guy, letting you know what they think. They're gonna put you in a little compartment with a bunch of different weapons, time to think and time to call the police. You kick his brake lights out, you hit the back seat, you make your calls if you got your cell phone, you look for weapons, you dig in your purse, if you have your broken CD, if you do have your pepper spray, if you can find something in the trunk, you better be prepared to use it. Because you're not going anywhere where there's a witness at this point. You understand that, right? These are the last moments of your life. You better act like it. I will not sit here and say, well, take out a power tool and cut a hole in it and jump out at 80 miles an hour. You know, why don't you go ahead and pick the lock? So you guys fight like crazy. You're that shark in the boat. This isn't gonna happen to me. If you touch me, I will bite you, get me out of this boat before I make it a bad experience for everyone on board. So that's a good story to relate to that. Did I answer your question?
Outstanding.
All right, guys. Yes, ma'am.
Now to a close call caught on camera. A kidnapping victim escaping from her trunk, and Eva Pilgrim is here with more. And Eva, this is a terrifying story.
It's an incredible story. Check out this incredible video of a woman's dramatic escape in Birmingham, Alabama. Watch it again from a different angle. The black car pulls away from the convenience store. All of a sudden, the trunk opens and the woman jumps out. The woman now free, running inside, frantically pleading for help. Police say the woman told them the driver tried to rob her, but when she told him she didn't have any money, she was forced into the trunk. Police are still searching for the kidnapper. And Michael, this is a good time to remind people that there's actually a safety latch inside your trunk, and when you're in there, it glows in the dark. So always remember to look for that.
Important rule about ATMs: never go to a drive-through ATM like this woman has, because a car can pull in front of you, a car can pull behind you, and you're trapped right there. There's no escape. In this case, this guy comes sauntering up behind her, and all he has is a phone and commands. It doesn't look like he has a gun, a knife, or whatever, but he has this woman terrified, and she is following his instructions. Look at that face. She is absolutely completely cooperating and doing everything that you don't want to do in terms of allowing yourself to be taken